It's been another painful weekend in the coronavirus pandemic.
The stay-at-home order appears to be working, and I'm talking dramatically.
About this bar here has already decided to close. Governor Phil Murphy, seeking to slow the spread of the coronavirus in his state, said he's considering drastic measures.
Looking at curfews is certainly on the list of intense consideration right now.
They are just doing pickup and delivery service right now.
Only go out if it's absolutely necessary.
It's been a little bit difficult for me to have a job right now.
There are many people in different areas throughout the entire workforce that says, you know something, we want to go to work. We want to show, we want to set an example, not only for ourselves, but for the rest of the state of New Jersey, that the people in Ocean County work hard, to dedicate, to polite, they want to service.
When the COVID-19 pandemic swept across Ocean County greater than any of the Ocean Waves residents had ever seen, life changed. In Ocean County, local small businesses and the business of tourism is more than just beaches, boardwalks, and waterways. The business of tourism is wide and diverse geographically and in its services.
You have everything here from great restaurants to a pizza place, to go to a coffee shop, to go to the arcades, to go to amusements. We have everything from a boutique to a movie theater, to the greatest park system that you could find any place.
We want people to know that Ocean County is open. We're open. We want you to come visit us down the shore. And here we are. I'm in Jackson, New Jersey, which is kind of inland from the shore, but we have got so much to offer right here within a 10-mile radius.
You can pick your own strawberries, your own flowers. There's crystal blue lakes out there that people don't know about. You know, there's wineries, there's breweries happening.
We get a big influx of Bucks County coming down through 539 going down the shore, and they stop here for sweets.
We have a beautiful place here in Ocean County, lots of farmlands, there's distilleries, there's U-Pick farms, wineries, there's lots of beautiful things that are very important to Ocean County.
We're seeing a shoulder season now. That's a great thing. You know, people are discovering, what Ocean County and the Jersey Shore have to offer in the spring and summer. And they're realizing that it's more than just that June, July, August destination, that it really is year round. And you have the farms in the fall and all sorts of different festivals and things going on.
For local residents and visitors, there are so many things to do for children, young adults, and families. But when COVID-19 crept into our communities, business as usual changed. From the shores of the Barrier Island, to Brick and Tom's River on the mainland, to the farmlands and open space to our west, to the southern part of our county, business as normal ground to a halt. The once busy streets and roads were all but deserted. Even the county parks were off limits. Anxiety, fear and uncertainty spread throughout every phase of county life.
We didn't know. You wake up and you're like, all right, what are we going to deal with today? Can we open? Can we close? Do we have to close? Can we stay past 9 o'clock?
We were seeing cases in other parts of the world, places where we get a lot of the students who come to work over the summer. So that was one of the first things that we started talking about, would be the availability of the students, what parts of the world, because no one knew anything. And I think that was one of the biggest things. It was just so much uncertainty, no one knew what was going to happen.
Despite the crushing feeling of helplessness, the people who owned and operated our eateries, taverns and pubs, our hotels, motels and campgrounds, our places of entertainment and amusement, found a way to keep spirits up and life moving throughout Ocean County. They burrowed deep into their banks of resourcefulness to find the courage, the creativity, and plain old hard work to stay afloat.
So we launched a new website and we created a whole virtual visitor center with live links and find your favorite itineraries and new content that allowed people to choose how they wanted to interact, whether it was social distancing, whether it was different types of businesses that offered takeout or personalized services.
Threatened collectively by the pandemic, they leaned on and helped each other to not only survive, but to help lead the county through the crisis to a successful 2021 tourism season.
Ocean County has businesses, and most of the businesses are small businesses, which is a good thing, 98%. It means one thing, the personal touch.
And while they're here, they go, oh, do you know where I could get good tomatoes? And we'll say, oh, go over to Alex. You know, that's where we go and get our tomatoes. And so everybody helps everybody.
People that are passing through our county might be headed towards Great Adventure and then hitting Emery's Farm and then a quick stop at Loretta Winery and then back to their home in LBI. So we're very, very in tune to the fact that it is a cooperative, it is a more family environment in Ocean County.
The obstacles these frontline warriors faced were many. Some were quite drastic. The rules seemed to be changing all the time, and those rules impacted different types of businesses in different ways. Owners and staff together had to be creative in developing solutions that enabled them to continue to do business.
So we erected a tent across the street. We weren't sure that we were going to be able to use it. We weren't really sure, like even into June, whether or not he was going to allow something like socially distanced seating outdoors in a tent. Then we had the big storm, the hurricane came, and the tent collapsed.
We even had a box for our money, and we kept the sanitizer there. We would put money in, that we would let the customers put the money in the box. We didn't even touch it for 2 days. We put it over on the side.
So at certain points, we lost some of our staff because they were scared to come in. We had to take tables out of rotation. So customers would come in and see empty tables and they want to sit, and we just didn't have the staff to support them, and I didn't want to give bad service, so we take them out of rotation.
They pulled all the self-service milk and things like that. Everything was done, you know, they didn't even let you use your reusable mugs, so it was all according to the guidelines. Lava was always at the front of the line with that.
You know, it was hard for us to hear them, plus the mask and the plastic. The person and the phone and the music, it was hard to understand what they were saying. But sometimes we were screwing up orders because they had said stuff, but we couldn't hear it or see their mouth move.
Back in 2020, that was our main concern, was all those high touch points. We're also a seasonal business and our space here is very limited, so it was how can we still make money in 2020 while bringing people out here comfortably and safely to have fun.
The list seemed endless, and it's nothing short of miraculous that a great number of our businesses survived the crisis and helped the residents of Ocean County weather yet another storm.
We rebounded so quickly from the pandemic that even 2021 was our greatest year when it comes to traffic that we saw and people that visited us.
I guess people didn't want to go into the supermarket or couldn't go in. Certain stores were open, certain stores weren't open. Over here at the farm, they shopped from outside. They didn't hesitate to come. It was probably one of our busiest seasons ever.
Everybody's been stuck for 2 years. They can't wait to come down here. They have the open ocean. Our deck fits 700, and they're gonna have drinks and great food, and that's very exciting.
You, the dedicated employees, are the people who kept our local businesses open. During the worst of the COVID-19 pandemic, you were responsible for their survival, for their success as customers returned, and perhaps now, most importantly, for the bright future of the economic growth of tourism and small business in Ocean County.
The Ocean County Tourism Business Advisory Council is proud to present to you the 2022 Joseph H. Vicari Award for outstanding efforts in the tourism industry. You are the faces of Ocean County.